Hey guys, Joanna here. Um, I'm making plans today for one of my good buddies from high school to come and visit and hang out with me on Wednesday. Um, and she wants to take pictures of my day-to-day life, which is kind of shocking to me because, like, I don't really see myself as, like, the type of person that you take pictures of my day-to-day life, because my day-to-day life is just kind of normal, like I do what everybody else does. And I'm really excited that I get to see my friend though, because I haven't seen her since I graduated high school, so that was like almost 20 years ago. And like I was thinking about this too, like my good friend this morning was telling me about some situation. Well, there she goes. She's gonna come and photograph a normal day for me. She'll be my shadow with the camera. Which is kind of awesome. Like it's also kind of like really scary and a little bit vulnerable. Okay, a lot vulnerable, but here's the reality. Like I have been more vulnerable in the last 2 months than I think I have ever been in my life. And this has been the most challenging thing, is to be vulnerable. But that's a big part of being authentic. Like most of my life, I have been in hiding from something or someone and not even really understanding why. I just have. And I think a lot of it is to protect myself because, like there's all that fear about, well, what are other people going to think about me, or what are other people going to say about me? And if I really be my true self, are you going to like me, or are you going to want to, dump me? And, like I've always kept myself very hidden. And, like I know that sounds like completely shocking. However, like I'm a gay adult living in, 2015, and until recently, it was not okay to be me. And I heard this story that one of my good friends was relaying to me this morning about how kids are starting to get in trouble for being kids and admitting that they have crushes on people, right? And that it's some form of sexual harassment. And like I just gotta say, like that is one of the most horrible things I have heard in a long time. If you have a crush on someone, like unless you're gonna hurt them, like it's okay to let people know, hey, I got a crush on you. Like if we teach our kids how to be upstanding citizens, at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter who they have a crush on, because they're not going to want to do anything to harm someone else. And, like as an adult, someone who learned very early on, like how to rein that stuff in, like it's not okay to have crushes on girls, right? That's what I was raised believing. It's not okay to have crushes on girls, and it's not okay to tell girls that you have a crush on them. And it's not okay to to just be yourself and to be all of who you are, like the exuberant and the excited and the super like awkward geeky side of things, and like the sports jock, got it together type of person. Like we are all of these things, and if there's nothing else that I'm learning right now, it's that those things that I hide because I'm either trying to protect someone else or I'm trying to protect myself. Like I know it's kind of weird. Like who wouldn't want to, who wouldn't want me to have a crush on them, right? No, I'm just kidding. I know that. I'm just kidding. But like the reality is like for all of my life, and I'm 38 years old. 38 years old, and for all of my life, I have not been very upfront when I am digging on someone, because most of my life it has not been okay. You know, I mean, I'm one of the vets that got kicked out of the service because of don't ask, don't tell. You know, like, there's some people who, as soon as they figure out that I'm gay, they turn off their listening devices with me. And that's okay. You know, like, I'm not for them. You know, just like, you know, people that are trying to shove their own stuff down my throat, I'm not for them. I mean, they're not for me. You know, like, there's just some things that aren't for each other, right? But you don't know unless you can put it out there. And, you know, like, it's been 38 years of my life, and I'm just now finally starting to figure out how to put myself out there. Instead of waiting for girls to tell me they like me. And I know that might sound a little shocking considering how, like, I'm so out there. But the reality is it took me a long time to become okay with me. And so, like, I started off saying, like, I'm completely shocked that anybody wants to, like, follow me around and see what I do on a day-to-day. And, like, am I really, like, I mean, I can imagine, like, the question I'm asking myself is, am I really, when no one else is watching, am I really, like, upbeat and handling myself? And, you know, like, I had yoga yesterday. And yoga is one of those things, it's challenging. It's not like over the top, can't do it. It's challenging. And the challenging part about it is that you have to breathe. Like, you can't stay in these poses if you're not breathing. And so yesterday, the challenge for me was I started panicking right in the middle of, you know, doing a pose, and I couldn't breathe. And maybe it was because I was being watched, or maybe it was because, like, it was bringing stuff up to the surface for me. But, you know, like, I don't live my life where I can't breathe anymore. And the yoga is helping me to not live my life so I can't breathe, you know? And so, like, the instructor was really cool about it. She was just like, okay, let's work this out so you can get yourself out of this panic. And, you know, that's the type of stuff. Like yesterday, watching myself outside of myself, being like, okay, extraordinarily vulnerable, not who I think I am, and yet totally who I think I am. Totally who I think I am. Like, okay, I am out of air, and I feel like I'm out of time because I'm not in control of my body right this moment. And, you know, asking for help and allowing myself to be real. Asking for help and then taking the help that's there and learning, like, how to master myself. That's who I'm learning I am. And I don't know if any of this made any sense. Other than, yeah, you know, like, I guess if I was on the outside looking in, I'd want to see too. Because the reality is I'm on the inside looking out. And I kind of want to see me too. I don't know if that makes any sense. And that's why I'm saying yes. Because it's like, well, what do you think other people see? Well, what would I see if I didn't know what's going on inside my own skin? You know? Because then maybe I'll understand. Because I like to understand. This is who I am, and that's how I'm made. So, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.